Welcome to the second bonus episode of Bringing Evangelion to America. In this part, we'll take a look at what Eva merchandise the cast and crew owns.
Maybe from my very first convention I did, I started buying the merchandise right away. And I used to have what I've referenced many times as a sort of Pokemon attitude towards the merchandise, because I really thought, gotta catch them all. I know that sounds crazy now, but it seemed like, oh, yes, I could legitimately have all of the Asuka stuff, which, it's not possible. No one could do it.
Even before we started dubbing the show, I had picked up a couple of the figures. I had the Misato figure with Pin, and I had the package that had both Rei and Asuka in it. And in fact, when Tiffany asked about this character she was playing, I had set up. I had a remote control Gamera. It was made of latex rubber, and it could walk and spit fire. But that meant that its arms were this kind of loose flex. So I had put it on my top of my filing cabinet, and I put one arm around Rei and one arm around Asuka. So there was Gamera with his babes.
I have been given a couple of Gendo figurines or things like that. I have some posters and a few other such things.
Oh my gosh, I went crazy after I worked on this project.
I have an Asuka bobblehead.
I have posters. I have in my room. I have the Ayanami Rei and Yukata poster that was a freebie in Animage one of those years. One of my favorite mugs is the Nerve mug. I'm pretty sure we have the Evan figure that does all the joints move and you can pose.
I bought prints, I bought shirts, I bought coasters that had all the pilots on them. I definitely, if I go to a convention or an anime store and they have I don't even know, say for example they have pencil bags, I don't even know, and it was a bunch of different anime and they had Eva, I will default and get the Eva pencil bag just because of my experience working on the show. I was so excited to rep more Eva merch after working on this project.
I have so much original artwork and so on that I picked up over the years, animation cells, books. I have no idea how much Evangelion stuff I actually have.
I was gifted a Maya Ibuki action figure, and I didn't know that it existed, and it's really cool.
I have a couple of the models that are pretty cool. That an action figure 01 and everything. That's pretty neat.
I've got Unit 1. I got two different Unit 1s. I got one in a blister package, and then I got an actual fully completed one.
I have several. I have Ava Unit 1 and Ava Unit 0. I have little action figures that are fully posable. They're on my mic stand over there.
I'm not one of those diehard crazy Ava fans, but I do have my guy sitting behind me. Yeah.
So I've got this little Eva 00 figure, which was a present to myself when I was hired to be the the localizer and adapter for the novels, because I felt very proud of that achievement. And then I have this little Eva Racing pen.
This is the only one that I can find right now, but it's dusty.
Oh, I have one that sits on my desk. I forgot about Dr. Ritsuko. She's there. Yep, she's my little figurine. She's so cute. And she comes out of her stand.
I've got these two beauties. So this is Ava 2, which was my favorite. I love the design of this figure. I love, of course, the color and the head shape. And that's the one I focused my design efforts on. And then Ava 1 here that Ben Witten mainly took the lead on this beauty. And it was always tricky trying to find. There's so many. I have some others around, but some of them just don't really hold. They're posable and they don't really hold their pose for very long. But these two just have that great style to them.
She's doing her best, just like me.
This is the character my husband played. Yes. He does not like sharing the shelf with Maya Ibuki. Yeah. He's like, shut up and leave me alone. And she's like, hey, you want to go over these reports?
And like I'm looking, I have like my Mari merch, you know, and everything, and I have it here in my booth.
I love mine. She just sits there and looks at me.
I brought out an Asuka, limited edition, Roddy edition.
When the Thrice Upon a Time came out, there was a campaign that made me believe that Anno knew that there was a Cajun working on the show. And the reason why is because there's the Evangelion crawfish. And of course, we all ask, why does this exist? And I'm like, why not? Why not? Eventually, I'm going to put this thing together, but I thought this is the funniest thing. And so I think that's the only this is the only Evangelion thing that I own.
I've got so many figures, a lot of different figures. I mean, I've got a bunch of different shirts. I love wearing the shirts. The earrings are pretty cool. These are, it's a Cupid doll. It's actually a Cupid doll that's dressed as Asuka, and they were originally keychains, or not keychains, but phone charms, and were made into earrings, not by me, but by someone else, and I bought them.
Oh, you know what? I can show you one. This is the only one I carry with me. My Ray wallet. That's the only one I carry with me. The rest are in a box in the garage.
And in fact, I can't really show you because the webcam doesn't go that way, but I have so many figurines. I mean, I have even like this thermos here. You can't really see it, but they're all on here. I do have all of these figurines, and they're all hanging up like in my booth. There's a bunch here. I mean, I have a lot. Every time I see a figurine, and my thing is I don't like to order it online. So my rule is if I find it out in the wild, I will buy it. Because if I order things online, I would like be super, super poor. And, but every time I've seen something of Mari out in the wild, whether it's at a convention or like in an anime shop or something, I will buy it.
I have a 6-foot Ray stand-up that was made for... I think it was Rolling Stone magazine.
I have a Hello Kitty Asuka toaster that I use all the time. It's supposed to like images on your toast, but that's never happened. I think my bread is not nearly fat enough somehow. So I do like the toaster. I use the toaster all the time.
I have one that I held on to all these years, and I brought it just for this. When I was in high school, I had this pencil case. I got it at my very first anime expo, right after I'd been introduced to Evangelion.
I think probably when I was a kid, I may have had a few posters.
I think my kids gave me something years ago, but I don't think it's here. I've moved twice since then.
Yeah, and I used to have a really cool Nerve shirt. I don't know what happened to it, but it was neat. It was black with the red logo on it,
I have a sweatshirt that I was sent to model by someone. They let me pick. They had several of my shows, and they had several, they had t-shirts and sweatshirts and I think hats, and I picked Eva, and I picked that particular sweatshirt. So they were just reaching out to me as a voice actor, like, hey, we want you to model some of our stuff, and here are the things we have that you've done. I was like, that one.
And some of this stuff, which is probably not even going to be visible here, but, where it's the same figure in like 3 different colored bathing suits. I get the same figure. The figures are identical, except for this one, it's a white bathing suit, and then it's a yellow bathing suit, and a pink bathing suit, and a red bathing suit. But they're all exactly the same. But I had to have every version of every figure, and I just loved it. It was a lot of fun. And I do still occasionally get a new Asuka something here and there, sometimes a new t-shirt or some new figure or something. I was very, very excited when the Pops came out a few years ago. I was like, I've got a Funko Pop. I actually have two. None of the other Ava characters have two Funko Pops, but I do. Best girl.
I'm sure Tiffany has a million things.
I don't know if she does, but like if she has an Asuka shrine, like that wins.
I really don't have it all out on display though. I don't have the house where I am now. I just don't really have a place to put all of it. But I got a lot of the smaller figures, and it goes down. There's several levels of this.
I've been doing this. I was a hardcore fan for years before we started ADV. And then for the first 10 years, I was pretty obsessed about, ooh, that's cool. Ooh, that's cool. And then one day I said, ooh, my house is full. I have boxes and boxes of stuff that I haven't looked at in years and years. I probably should cut down on buying stuff, so I cut way back. But every so often I'll still see something and say, yeah, that's cool. I'll pick that up. They were about 8 years ago, they made a bunch of little dioramas with the cutout paper that you put together. And I got a big box of those that I haven't put together yet.
If I do see a good toy or collectible, then I am I'm drawn to it for sure.